I've gone from 200 pounds at 5 feet tall to 157 pounds at 5'9". I've also recently lost 11 pounds on my cut. Furthermore, I've helped some of my friends lose weight. I was only able to achieve everything I've just told you about by following this one principle, and I'm going to tell you about that principle in this video. First, I'm going to tell you about what the principle is, and then, because I'm a practical guy, I'm going to tell you exactly how to implement the principle into your diet. The principle that helped me lose weight was not the ketogenic diet, it was not the vegan diet, and it sure as shit wasn't the stupid ass stuff that you hear on the internet like calorie deficit. Yeah. What up, bro? You ask someone how you want to lose weight and they go eat less, and you're like, wow, bro, I could have never thought of that. Oh my god, somebody give this guy the fucking Nobel Peace Prize or some shit. Like, the principle that helped me lose weight effortlessly was sustainability. When you go on the internet, the advice you hear will be along the lines of calorie deficit and eat less food. And these guys think that they're geniuses. Everybody knows that in order to lose weight, you have to eat less. But they don't go into detail on how to actually implement that into your diet. A diet should never, ever, ever feel like a diet. Here's the thing. Here, I'll give you an example of this. So you've got like a wedding coming up or like a family event or something, and you guys do a little get together before the family event, and everyone just hangs out, and you're having cupcakes, you're having like chips, tea, whatever, and you're just hanging out, and you offer this woman. There's always that one woman at every family gathering. There's always that one. You offer her a cupcake or something, and she goes, "Oh, I can't eat that because I'm on a diet," and she ruins the mood for everybody. Oh my god, you're on a diet. Like, we do this one family get together once every 10 years, and you don't want to have cupcakes? Yeah, all right, whatever. So Susie doesn't want to have any fucking cupcakes, and because she's like, she's on a diet, whatever. And she, to be fair, Susie does lose some weight, and she looks decent for the wedding. But what happens after the wedding is that Susie just balloons up. She was 200 pounds before, and she was 190 for the wedding. And now, after the wedding, she's ballooned up to 220. And you're like, weren't you on a diet? What diet were you on? The eat everything diet? Like, here's the thing. The problem with Susie, and that is actually a very realistic example, and I've seen that example play out in the real world many a times, way too many times to count. The reason that Susie balloons up after losing weight and ends up being even heavier than she was originally was because she followed a diet that was super restrictive and not sustainable at all. Man, I see people following these diets. They eliminate all bread, they eliminate all carbs, and it's like, would you ever? Okay, think about it this way. Here, let me put it this way: if you can't follow it forever, there's no point in doing it for like a week or for like a month for a wedding or a birthday party or like a gender reveal party or whatever it may be. There's no point in doing it for a week or a month if you can't follow it for the rest of your life. Okay, Susie looked decent for the wedding, but now everyone just knows her as, oh, Susie who looked decent for the wedding, and now she's literally ballooned up and like, I don't want to be too mean, but at the same time, I've seen this example way too like play out way too many times in the real world, and it frustrates me because somebody else is gonna see that shitty transformation from Susie and be like, "Oh yeah, Susie's body just wasn't meant to like she's not meant to be lean. She's a mesomorph. She's an endomorph or some stupid." Here's the thing: Susie doesn't know jack shit about nutrition. That's why she lost a little bit of weight and then she gained it back. It's not that Susie's meant to be fat genetically. She's just doesn't know anything about nutrition, and you can't blame her because nobody taught her. A diet should be a way of life that can be followed forever. And now, here's the thing: I'm going to say this, and it's going to hurt, like seriously hurt a lot of people's feelings, but it's the truth. If you went into dieting with that mindset of, oh, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life, and you just kept tweaking at the problem that is your nutrition, you would already have lost all the weight that you wanted to lose already. And you haven't lost the weight. So what does that mean? Now here's the thing. What does a perfect diet look like? Let me define this for you. The perfect diet is just a diet that aligns with your goals. It could be the ketogenic diet, it could be the vegan diet. Not to say that I recommend any of those two diets, because I personally believe they're a bit too extreme. But the perfect diet, at the very least, has to align with your goals. So I just told you about the principle. If you want to lose weight, then have a diet that you can follow for the rest of your life. Now let me tell you how to implement that principle into your diet practically. Here's how you implement sustainability. First of all, we're going to get started with your calories. We're going to start with 9 and go all the way up to 13. Now you're going to multiply your body weight by one of these numbers depending upon how active you are. So, just as a general rule of thumb, if you work like an active job, like if you work in construction, or if you're a server, then you're probably going to be on the higher end of that spectrum since you move a lot. Versus if you're an accountant or something, you might be on the lower end. Here's the thing though, I know plenty of accountants who are hyperactive, but I also know a bunch of servers that are just lazy and don't move around a lot. So, a hack for this would be to go into the health app of your phone and look at your average daily step count over the past 6 months. If your average daily step count over the past 6 months is more than 6,000, sorry, more than 8,000, then you're probably looking at a bigger number. If your daily average step count over the past 6 months is lower than 8,000, then you're probably looking at a smaller number. Look at your step count. You know how active you are. Be honest. Don't lie. So you've got your daily calories now. Good. Now we've got to figure out how much protein you need. I'm going to make this really simple. Take whatever your body weight is and multiply it by zero point 0.9. So whatever your body weight is, multiply it by zero point 0.9, and that's how many grams of protein you need every single day. Now you're probably going, "Oh, Sultan, this is like good. You've told me you've told me how many calories to eat and how much protein I need. But how do I know how many calories I'm eating, and how do I know how much protein is in the food that I'm eating?" Well, I made an entire video about that you can watch on my channel, or I'll link it somewhere in the description. But pretty much, you're going to need a food weighing scale, and you're going to need to download the MyFitnessPal app. You're going to need those two things. I can get, like, if you want a detailed explanation on how to use those two things, I've made an entire video on it. But you need those two things. So MyFitnessPal and a food weighing scale. Get it ASAP. Now here's where I switch things up a little bit. Most people would just tell you to eat your calories and get your protein in, and whatever calories you have left, just eat whatever you want. Ice cream, freaking trash food, sweets, jelly, whatever. I don't recommend that just because I think it's not healthy, but I do think the sustainability is important. So here's what I recommend. Get your protein in, and with that protein, get in 2 servings of either fruits or vegetables. So you can get a serving of fruits and then a serving of vegetables, or 2 servings of fruits or 2 servings of vegetables. Both things work completely fine. But I definitely recommend eating fruits and veggies because micronutrients are important. Now, I don't know about you, but I was raised pretty much as a carnivore, so I hate vegetables, like despise them with a passion. I find them disgusting. So here's what I do for that. I get this like bag of like this mixed salad thing from Walmart, but I'm pretty sure you can get it from any supermarket around the world. So it's like this bag of mixed salad, and what I do is whenever I'm eating chicken or beef or whatever it may be, I take some salad, put it in my mouth, and at the same time take some ground beef or chicken or whatever it is, and also put it in my mouth, so that the flavor of the chicken and the beef can mask the flavor of the disgusting vegetables. Bro, I know this is like a massive side tangent, but I hate vegetables and I still eat them every day. Now, if you just don't like the salad, then it doesn't really matter that much. You can switch the salad out for green beans, or if you're a complete fucking psychopath, then maybe broccoli. Yeah, bro, but how can anyone eat broccoli, bro? It just looks disgusting. I don't understand how people eat broccoli. I'm gonna be honest. So once you've had your 2 servings of fruits slash veggies and you've had your protein intake completed, guess what? All the calories that you've got left, you can have whatever you want with those calories. Ice cream, fucking jelly, whatever you want, as long as you've hit your protein intake and you've had your 2 servings of fruits slash veggies. You are free to do whatever you want with the calories that are left. Now, just for example's sake, this is a hypothetical scenario, so do not take it literally. Say that I'm a 100-pound man, right? To put this into perspective, say that I'm a 100-pound man, and for some reason, I want to lose weight, right? So, and I'm gonna be super lazy with my math because it is fucking 6 a.m. on a weekend, and there's nothing I'd rather, bro. Math would be the last thing I'd do on a weekend at 6 a.m. So just please bear with me. If I'm a 100-pound man and I'm super lazy and I don't move around a lot, I'm going to multiply my body weight by 10. I've got to eat 1,000 calories every day. Okay, fair enough. And then I'm going to multiply my body weight by zero point 0.9, which will, again, I chose 100 pounds for a reason because I'm not in the mood to do math. So it's going to be 1,000 calories and then 90 grams of protein. 1,000 calories and 90 grams of protein. Here's how I'd go about doing things. In the morning, I could just have 150 grams of chicken breast with some fruit, pineapples, apples, grapes, whatever. And then in the evening, I could have another 150 grams of breast. Then I could have my other serving of fruits slash vegetables. Both of these meals total up to 528 calories, right? He's had his protein, 90 grams of protein. He's had his fruit. He's had his vegetables. Now he's got 472 calories to eat of pretty much whatever the fuck he wants, because he's already had his protein and he's had his fruits and his vegetables. He's got 472 calories and he's free to do as he pleases with them. He can have ice cream, he can have chocolate. If he wants to go out and have a drink, I mean, as long as he shows up to work out the next day, it's fine. So long as he only has 472 calories. And guess what? This is fucking crazy. He'll still lose weight because that's just science. I sounded like such a nerd saying that, but I mean, it is science. It is. It's literally just science. And guess what? If this 100-pound man decided to get up off his ass, he could eat a lot more, because then we wouldn't be multiplying his body weight by 10. We'd be multiplying his body weight by 13. This 100-pound man, who is now not as lazy, would be multiplying his body weight by 13, giving us 1,300 calories to work with. But guess what? Here's the nice thing. Even when he's on 1,300 calories, he still only has to get in 90 grams of protein. And so guess how many more calories he's got to spend on whatever he wants? Yeah, a lot more. So if this 100-pound man decides to just get up off his ass and walk a little bit more, he can eat a lot more and still lose weight. If nothing else, please take this video as your sign to quit these extreme fad diets, because even if they do help you lose a few pounds, you'll never keep them off. You will never. I promise you, by following these extreme, stupid diets, you're never going to keep the weight off. You'll always just gain it right back. And there's no point. If you lose the weight, like, bro, I've said this before in so many other occasions. If you lose the weight, you might as well just keep it off, because losing it is the hard part.